Hello, guys, and welcome back to the channel. This is Chelsea Talk, and today we will be discussing about the Chelsea lineup against Liverpool. With the games heating up, with the season starting, we have won our first match against Brighton with a scoreline of 3-1. We were not convincing in that victory whatsoever, but it does not matter. We got the result, and it was a very good game for us. We learned a few things. We also learned that some players need to be shipped off as soon as possible, and some players are getting into the groove. Timo Werner performed exceptionally well in the Brighton game. Same with Kurt Zuma and Andreas Christensen. So it's good to see that players are performing as well, but some were shambolic to say the least. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, he was quite bad on the ball, although he was out of position the whole game. He misplaced so many passes, he misplaced so many balls, and it was just a terrible game from him. So let's get into the lineup for Liverpool. Starting off in the goalkeeping position, as much as I hate to say it, I think Lampard will go with Kepa Arrizabalaga. Although Will Caballero is a very good goalkeeper, but Petr Cech has said that Kepa will be given some chances to prove himself again, and this may be his last season at Chelsea if he fails once again. But I personally believe that Lampard will go with him. Although he was not too bad versus Brighton, the goal that Brighton scored should never have went in. The ball went under Kepa's arm, so it's just shambolic, and we need Edouard Mendy as soon as possible. On to the right back position, there is only one name now that rings to the mind. It is of Reece James. What a banger of a goal he scored against Brighton. A 30-yard strike straight into the top corner. That goal won us the match, and he was the man of the match in the previous match. So no doubts there. My right back choice is Reece James. He's a very well-rounded right back. He can attack and he can defend as well. So it's a very good sign for us. We have got a lot of youngsters at the club, and it's good to see that most of them are developing, because Aspilicueta, as we know, is getting older day by day, and he has maybe got 1 or 2 years at most left in him. So it's good to see that we have already secured his replacement in the form of Reece James. On to the two centre backs, and there will be no change at all. The last game centre back pairing will continue. Kurt Zuma as the left centre back and Andreas Christensen as the right centre back. To be honest, I was very impressed by Christensen because I was expecting a good performance from Zuma. He performed extremely well last season, but Christensen too was very effective in the air, and his passing was also quite good. He remained calm under pressure. So it's all good at the back. Thiago Silva unfortunately can't play because he's not match fit. He has not trained for so long. So therefore Frank Lampard said yesterday that he will not use Silva in the Liverpool game. Now the left back position, we know that Ben Chilwell is still not match fit. Lampard cleared it up in the press conference yesterday. So I'm going with Aspilicueta. Yes, Cesar Aspilicueta, our captain for the next season. It has been confirmed that he will remain the captain of the club and not Thiago Silva. So it's good news for him also. And remember, he has played at the left back position a lot of times during his career. So it's no new position to him. He can play there, and he's way better than Marcus Alonso. Marcus Alonso just got owned by Tariq Lamptey in Brighton's game, and he was just dribbled past so easily. He's very slow, and he does not put his body on the line. He only attacks well and does not defend at all. We need the defensive solidarity in the match versus Liverpool. They have Salah, they have Mane, they have so many good options on the wing. They have Trent Alexander-Arnold, they have Robertson. So we have to go with Aspilicueta. He provides us with the defensive stability at the back, and the left back is Cesar Aspilicueta. Now on to the two defensive midfielders. Yes, my formation is 4-2-3-1. The two defensive midfielders are Mateo Kovacic and N'Golo Conte. Although Jorginho had a good game, he scored a penalty versus Brighton. I personally believe Kovacic is a better player than Jorginho. He controls the game very well and he's very fluid. His transition from attack to defense, defense to attack is very, very good. And Jorginho can't do that. He does not have that aspect of the game in him. N'Golo Conte, no chance. He has to start. He's the horse in the team. He works a lot. His work rate is high as anyone, and he's probably the hardest worker on a football pitch in any given match. So yeah, those are the two defensive midfielders, N'Golo Conte and Mateo Kovacic. Now on to the top four. Let's just get it out of the way. My top four will be Timo Werner on the left wing, Kai Havertz at the number 10 position, Mason Mount as a right winger, and Olivier Giroud as a striker. We know that Lampard wants to make this team around Timo Werner. We saw that in the Brighton game too. We were playing on a bit of a counter-attacking style like the way RB Leipzig used to play when Werner was there. And trust me, Werner was very, very effective at RB Leipzig playing as a left winger, because he plays as a left winger but he cuts inside and goes to the center. Olivier Giroud is a very, very tall forward. He will control the ball and his hold up play is amazing. We all know that he will spread out the ball to Timo Werner, who can then run and use his immense space to go past defenders and go through on goal. Because remember, the right backs and left backs which Liverpool have in the form of Trent Alexander-Arnold and Andy Robertson, they are not too defensive. They are not very well, and they do not defend quite well as the other teams, because they are mainly a attack focused team, attack minded team, and Trent Alexander-Arnold on the right wing can't compete with Timo Werner and his pace, because he tends to go very, very forward up the pitch, up the wing, and does not retreat back. That's a flaw in his game. Kai Havertz, I don't want to speak anything about him because we all know how talented he is. He was played at the right wing position last game and let's just say he failed absolutely, and but he has to play at the number 10 position against Liverpool. He can show his magic there. He can feed Timo Werner and Mason Mount when they go through the wings. They are quite pacey players, and his connection with Timo Werner will do us loads of wonders. Mason Mount at right wing, you will ask, why have I not chosen Callum Hudson-Odoi? There is only one answer to this, because Lampard said Odoi was not training as well as the other players and he has to show more enthusiasm and other stuff. That just means that Lampard is not satisfied with the player, and that's why he was not started versus Brighton. So I think he will stick with Mason Mount and play him at the right wing. That was it for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We are so close to 3,000 subscribers, so make sure you hit the subscribe button and join the Chelsea family. It's a good way to end your day. We bring daily content, daily news, so just join us for Chelsea stuff. Come on, you Blues, and let's put up a fight against Liverpool.